Chapter 9. The Hermit. You have the greatest desire to return to self. Go into hermit mode. You need to pause and reflect, to contemplate what you've done and what you've yet to achieve. Your mind is reeling and you can barely keep up. The veil has been lifted, and this awareness of self and others needs to be processed. You need to address the past and see the patterns. How did we hold this ignorance for so long? Everything we've been taught is simply the program, and now you see external to this. How can you process what is next? Darkness has fallen on the old existence. There is no way possible you could return to the 3D, as your old energy and soul has been awoken to so much. How do you awake others? You feel lost, so lost, and it's getting dark. As the sun goes to sleep and the moon awakens, you stumble further down the path in darkness. You feel a loneliness come over you. You know you must continue, but take your time, as running would be a faultless action, placing each foot with care, as you can't see what's ahead. Fear in the dark sweeps over you with anxiety. You know you must maintain persistence upon the path, but you can't see where you're going. Your mind takes you backwards, playing old stories of past, but in that moment you understand that if you'd experienced that emotion in that very moment, you wouldn't have buried it so far down as to block you in the future. Maybe, just maybe, if we dealt with that emotion in that very moment, we would deal with it in the present, therefore releasing that energy at that time and not carrying the weight of it into the future. If we used the strength of the lion's heart and spoke our truth without fear in that moment, we would be truly present, not with anger or hate, but with accountability and confidence. You understand that trauma teaches you to close your heart and armor up. Healing teaches you to open your heart and boundary up. You are trying desperately to find this balance. Returning to self enables you to search deep within. You know a prudent attitude is the wisest energy right now. You felt like the wounded warrior for so long, but with the patience and understanding of yourself, you start to uncover the true riches. The self-sufficiency, the solo pleasures, and valued alone time for connection and contemplation. These are true gifts. You can see now, before the shadow facing, you hated being alone. You needed noise to distract your energy. But you've done the work. You are developing from victim mode to self-awareness and abundance of the soul. The solitude that was once black now eases. You see a single match on the floor before you, and you light the lantern. You understand that it only takes a single match to light the darkest room. The path might still be dark, but with the lantern you find the light. You understand in the darkest of times, if we return to self and journey with faith in our souls, we shall always find the light, as blind faith is always found in the darkest of times. The void is the spiritual illumination of the soul. We have to journey through in order to find. It's when your conscious and subconscious mind finally blend, creating one. Your soul is releasing everything it's been taught in the 3D. You understand that by loving yourself like the angels and God's source, you have the patience with your soul. You understand you are not the same person you once were a year ago. You are ascending to a new earth, a new reality, and a new frequency. This has taken time to surrender to that, trust, and simply allow. journeying through. This is your spiritual illumination. You move forward, step by step,